All right. Let's look at a formula that I claim is less of a nice function. I have graphed y equals the sine of 3 times x divided by x. So, a sine function, it gets a little bit larger than sine function because I'm dividing by a number less than 1. But here it is. And you can put this into your own graphing calculator and you'll see a similar picture. Whenever I'm working with a function defined this way in terms of division, I need to be careful that this formula is actually defined and gives me a number. So Desmos has gotten very close here and drawn this very nice red curve. But if I was going to algebraically put in x equals 0, I'd be calculating sine of 0, which is 0, divided by x equals 0, and I'd get 0 divided by 0, which is undefined. So what exactly is happening at this point? X coordinate 0, and it looks like y coordinate should be 3. If I do my tracing again, when I get there, Desmos is even telling me that at x coordinate 0, sine of 3x divided by x is undefined. And so you can see that little hole they have put in there when I hover my mouse over it. So what gives? Just like in the polynomial and just like in my pendulum, I have an idea of where the function is supposed to be going. Just looking at it, it looks like the function should be going to a y value of 3. So I'm going to use the same method that I did in my previous video. I'm going to trace along the curve. I'm going to start at a coordinate away from x equals 0, and I'm going to get closer and closer and closer. In my head, I'm thinking that I should be getting closer and closer to y equals 3, and I do. When I am this close, I'm off by 0.1. Here I'm off by 0.06. Here I'm off by 0.02. Here I'm off by 0.004. And I get closer and closer and closer to the y coordinate 3. And this is even though my formula is undefined for x equals 0. So having the limit in this way, just working on the picture of the graph, allows me to fill in that hole where the algebra tells me the formula is undefined. I have to do it from the other side as well, but I can do exactly the same thing. If I start off by x equals 1, I'm going to look at smaller and smaller x coordinates, and I can just see that my y coordinates, again, are getting closer and closer and closer to 3. Like that. So in this graph, the limit as x approaches 0 of the function sine of 3x divided by x will equal 3.